Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos, Fathom, Hobbies. This is Season 14, Episode 2 of Joan of Arc, and we are playing from the Sword of Fierbois episode. We are on Round 2. We had an interesting, slow start to Round 1. A couple things. I did get a push attack. These push attacks are actually canceled because of the wall. So you can, I saw in the, I was looking at the notes here for the wall attack. It says wall when defending against melee attacks, cancel one push result. So they're able to cancel that push result. And so let's just keep them where they were. And we're going to jump into round number 2. All that we really had was Joan advancing. We did move our rally point to the church. And again, in this scenario, the victory points go to the English if they can get 6 loot points. So their idea here is looting the village. Our goal, Joan's goal, the French's goal. So the English goal is to loot, and the French goal is to maybe summon these angelic apparitions and ghostly manifestations and get that Sword of Fierbois to upgrade Joan to a higher level so she can go in. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Before we do, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got the podcast Volume 1, Jungian Alchemy and Horror and Science Fiction, featuring essays from our podcast channel on Lovecraft, Frank Herbert, and Philip K. Dick. I'm going to be releasing these podcasts in this book form. You get about 10 or 11 of the podcasts as essays, pretty well covered from the podcast. If you like those podcasts, you can go check those out for free. If you like the book, please by all means support us. Also, August Moldenhauer's Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines. Volume 2 is Psychoanalysis of Artificial Intelligence. And then finally, Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, Book 1 of the Disclosure from the Necronomicon Fragment. You can check those out at our bookstore link down below, and where fine books are sold. They're going like hotcakes, so get them while they're in print. The next avenue that helps us out here is if you can go check out our Patreon. For as little as $1, you can read things like The Genealogy of Cthulhu, check out some of our Inside Baseball painting schedules, and some behind-the-scenes lectures that we're doing there, digital formats for books. So go check us out. We really appreciate it, as do we appreciate your comments, liking, subscribing, ring the bell to get updates from A Song of Ice and Fire, more Joan of Arc play. We've got a lot of model builds coming up after the Japan trip. So go check that out. And without further ado, round 2. Let's grab our we get 3 activation tokens again. And we got 3 in reserve. We got 2 in reserve and 3. And we got these 3 here. And let's also reveal our War Council cards here. All right, so I'm going to grab this charge token for the Joan players, and I think I'll just grab a reactivate for the English players, or interrupt for the English. And let's get into first round. So first off, we've got the Joan. I think we're going to have Joan make her way right over to the church while I have these 2 come this way. So Joan will meet into the church. We'll have these guys come down this way. So activations for them, obviously. Let's also activate some peasants. So these peasants will activate. And they're going to attack through the wall at some of these men-at-arms. So let's go first off with an attack on the... let's have an attack against Jean de Paul. That's one of the goals. The peasants do have very minimal attack capabilities. So let's have them do that attack. While they're in the presence of the blacksmith, they do get an extra bump here. So they get +1 die to their armor while the blacksmith is there. So let's go ahead and give them... Actually, let's play this one as a charge order, right, instead, so that they can go to 1-2. So these guys are actually in the space with them now. They've gone to 2 spaces. And as a result, they're going to get the benefits. The peasants can get the benefits of the presence of Jean de Metz and Bertrand. So let's go ahead and have the peasants attack first. First attack will be against the pole pikeman, and we get a injury. So we got our first wounded pikeman here from this one, and we can move this here. And let's go ahead and do one more attack. The pikeman, let's just double check that. Right, and then one more attack against the mounted bowman. They get a black die instead. And that is not a block, so another mounted bowman is also pushed to the infirmary. So that's pretty good. Let's have an attack by Bertrand against Jean de Paul. So he's got a yellow and a black for defense. Bertrand has got a red for an attack, but he also gains a +1 black. So let's roll it like this. Shield, damage, so no damage there. We'll also have one by Jean de Metz. Also, he gets to change a sword. Oh, that's for defense. So let's have him attack as well. Jean de Paul also. So he just rolls a red versus a red and a black. And that's a push, but the push is blocked by the shield, so no effect there. Okay, so that's that. But Joan is in the church, so let's kind of move the church aside for a second. Have Joan in the church. And she is able to, if Joan is in the church, the French player can spend resources to gain, oh, but we need 4 experience. Wow, where are we going to get those from? Okay, so she has to wait it out, I guess, until she gets those resources. Jean de Metz gets 1 for each unit destroyed. Gets 1 token for each unit destroyed. So let's have him go on a spree against some of these attackers in the next round. So we'll leave it at that for the turn then. She's not able to launch. The French player can rally peasants during the camp phase without rolling the doom dice as long as the priest is on the board. Okay, so that's going to do it for the French player's turn. Let's go over to the English player's turn. They're going to also move 1, 2, and 3. Let's have them move up here. And then these guys can move in as well this way. So let's also have our dogs kind of just jump into the wall here. They're just going to jump over the wall. Our warhounds will attack. Warhounds will attack first. They get a yellow and a red against peasants who have no defense, right? So first peasant attack. Now I'm going to use the reroll on these war dogs. So let's have the war dogs reroll. And they get attacked. One of the peasants is sent to the infirmary. So let's move this one out. And then we can have the war dogs right here among them. All right, so the warhounds have totally leapt the wall. Let's have, continuing with our pikemen. Pikemen will roll the 1. Blocked. An injury. So another peasant from the pikemen. Oh no, that's in the next space, so cannot do the pikemen. But the archers can roll. So let's have the archers rolling, the bowmen. And they can do, yes, they will send to the infirmary peasants. And we'll also have the other mounted, the other bowman can attack from this side. Again, an attack and 1 more sent to the infirmary. Now again, we can do those rallies, but we have to, it says the French player can rally 1 peasant during the camp phase without rolling the doom dice. So that's good to know. So that's going to wrap it up for the English attack. We will go ahead and take advantage of rallying one of our guys automatically. So we'll rally this one back to here because the priest is on the board. So we do get that one rally. We've also get 1, 2 English troops. We get 2 experience for those. The English also get, the English only get it if ghosts or angels are disrupted. Okay, so we've got 3 of the 4 needed for her to summon the ghost for next round. Let's clean these up, and let's go do our doom dice here as well. So we'll clean these up, and let's do our camp phase. Let's see what we got. We've got the pikemen waiting. We've got the mounted bowmen are dead. They're moved off, so that's going to give us 1 more. And then for the peasants, we've rallied 1 already. We're going to move these down to the waiting area here. And then 1 peasant is also dispatched. So each disrupted French side civilian, so 1 loot point goes to the English. So they've only got 1 of their 6 loot points already. That's going to wrap it up for round number 2. Let me move this up to round number 3, and we will see you guys in round 3. I think Joan will be able to summon the ghosts next time. We get the Sword of Fierbois on the board and try to make progress with that. All right, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. See you in the next round. Take care. Bye-bye.